This was the moment Julian Assange left prison, signed a plea deal with the United States and boarded a plane, the controversial co-founder of Wikileaks snatching his first glimpse of freedom after 5 years of near solitary confinement, en route to a court hearing that, barring any last-minute glitches, will bring an end to more than a decade of his legal battles. After a short holdover in Bangkok, a relieved-looking Mr. Assange smiled for the cameras before heading on to the American island of Saipan in the Pacific, where he will appear in court and be sentenced to the same amount of time he's already served, effectively freeing him, finally, to travel home to Australia.
I feel elated. I also feel worried, because I'm so used to this. Anything could happen. I'll really believe it when I have him in front of me and I can take him and hug him and then it will be real.
News broke late last night that Mr. Assange, seen here in 2010, had agreed to plead guilty to one charge under the US Espionage Act for his alleged role in the massive leak of secret military documents about America's controversial war in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Story behind the biggest leak in intelligence history.
It included this video showing an Apache helicopter mistakenly gunning down 2 journalists and Iraqi civilians, and a leak of thousands of confidential diplomatic cables, leaks that Mr. Assange claimed should be protected by freedom of speech and journalists' right to expose the truth behind America's military tactics.
And that's how people can really understand what is actually going on.
While others condemned him for revealing state secrets and putting the lives of many in danger.
I was definitely involved in operations, and when I looked at some of that information, probably jeopardized people I was with or what I was doing in that. But anytime you release current active things in a zone of conflict, you're going to risk lives.
This plea deal is personally, relieving for Mr. Assange. But I think it's very dangerous for the rest of us that rely on critical national security journalism.
In 2012, Mr. Assange famously sought political asylum in the Ecuadorian embassy in London to avoid extradition to Sweden on sexual assault charges. And it was from there he published another huge leak, this time of emails hacked from the Democratic National Committee's server that upended the 2016 presidential race between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump.
Wikileaks! I love Wikileaks!
After outstaying his welcome at the embassy, Assange was arrested by the Met in 2019 on another extradition warrant, this time from America, that charged him with 17 counts under the US Espionage Act. He was remanded in London's high-security Belmarsh prison, much of it in solitary confinement until now, when Julian Assange, the anti-establishment hero or the reckless leaker of secret data, however you view him, finally faces his day in court.